Hello everyone, my name is Amy Eversole, I'm the Adult Services Librarian. Thank you for joining me this evening. And tonight I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own Halloween boo bag. Now this project is pretty simple, it doesn't take a lot of time. You're just going to need a few things. You need a canvas bag, I've got mine's white, and you're going to need a piece of cardboard to put inside your bag when we get ready to paint. So you're going to need some stencils. You're going to need some fabric paint, which is just regular orange and black, and it's in the matte finish. And you'll need some some paint brushes. I have some that are circles or little daubers, and I also have an angle brush. You could do it with a regular paintbrush, or if you just have the paint foam, just the brushes, that'll work too. And you'll need your styrofoam plate or something to put your paint in. I always recommend something to paint on surface so you don't get your paint onto your pretty tables or anything like that. And I got me a little cup of water here to stick my brushes in. And I'll also be using a Sharpie fine tip marker. And that's the first thing we're going to kind of get into is I said you would need stencils. So Miss Amy used some glitter stickers that she had left over from another project. So I peeled off my stickers and I centered them up best I could, and you might be able to tell that I've begun to trace those. You trace the outside and the inside because this is what's going to give us our pattern to be able to paint inside of our letters. So I've done the B, I've done the first O, and now I'm going to do my second O. And so I'm going to try my marker out on my paper first. It is working, just to make sure that it's not dried up any. I recommend that. That's frustrating to get started and then find out it's not going to work. So I've done the outside, so I'm just going to show you how to do the inside. I've got it stuck down, and the thing with the stickers is they're pretty good about not moving. If you have a stencil that's not sticky, you may want to put some blue tape, like painter's tape down on it, just to keep it from moving around. Try to keep it as straight as you possibly can. But Miss Amy will even hold hers even though it's not going nowhere. And even with the stencil, Miss Amy runs off the sides of hers. So it don't have to be perfect, it's your craft. And so that's our first step for how to do this. And now we'll peel these off and we'll show you how to paint. So peeling them off. And if they're stickers, you may want to keep what you peel them off from so you can stick them back on and use them again. And this is how mine turned out. Now we're going to get into the painting. Okay, so when we get started painting, I went ahead and I put my cardboard in my bag. This is just to keep it from bleeding all the way through when we start to paint. And I've got my paint already out in my plate, and I'm going to start off with my orange. And this is where I'm going to use my angle brush. Again, you don't have to have an angle brush. You can do it with a foam brush. But Miss Amy found out when she was doing her other one that she wanted to try to have a little bit better control, and I'm hoping that's what this angle brush is going to do for me. And I'm going to start by leading with the short edge, and then I'm going to drag my long edge behind. And I'm just going to start painting inside my letters. Okay, as you can see, Miss Amy already has her letters painted in, and she made a couple of mistakes, and that's okay. And then I began to use the daubers here to paint my circles, my polka dots. I'm going to take my little one. You can buy these, they come in different sizes, and you can find these at Walmart too, just in with the rest of the paint brushes. And I am going to use some orange. So I'm just gonna put this little smaller one in here, and I'm gonna come off to the side, and I'm just gonna make a little bit, get a little bit of the excess off. And I'm gonna come, making sure that I'm still on my cardboard, and I'm gonna put a dot right there. That turned out pretty good. And that's pretty much, you can add however many dots, you can do the whole thing, just make sure that you have a piece of cardboard big enough to keep it from leaking through. And with this paint, it says to let it dry for 4 hours, and then it is safe to wash after 3 full days, which is 72 hours. Until next time, till we do another Halloween craft, thank you and stay safe.